Good evening, everybody. Magnus Thor from Team WebSockets here. This is a demonstration of our new long polling support, our new HTTP Longpolling fallback for WebSockets for browsers that doesn't support WebSockets API. We have been supporting WebSockets or emulating WebSockets using Flash and Silverlight earlier in the earlier versions of WebSockets, but as the plugin dependency is quite hard to maintain, as well as those plugin technologies doesn't work in every device and every browser, we feel that this is probably the best way to solve the problem. So by just adding a MVC3 controller to the MVC3 application and 3 references to the project, you need the external and the core and the long polling assemblies in your MVC3 project or inside your web forms project. In that case, you need to use a generic HTTP handler instead to have the same functionality. As you see here, it's a route that points to the controller. The controller itself will, of course, grab the requests from the client sent by AJAX calls, and it will be doing communication with the WebSocket server using WebSockets, and the controller takes advantage of the WebSockets external client, which is a .NET-based WebSockets implementation. So let's have a look then. I prepared this demonstration by adding a simple web page here called default. In this default page I have added 3 elements. It's a text box or input field, it's a button, and it's the div tag where we can put messages. I think you all may know what I'm trying to do. I will write the chat here. And first of all, you see that we have a reference to jQuery because I'm lazy, and we also have a reference to WebSockets, the WebSockets JavaScript APIs. So let's then create a new WebSockets WebSocket and point out the server which is running on localhost on 4502, and we'll be using the generic text handler, and the file protocol itself is also generic text. This is our WebSocket, and we must then listen to the WebSockets events open, which will be triggered when the WebSocket is connected to the server and the handshake is done. Then we will be receiving a callback. In this case, we must say that when we are connected to the server, let us bind an event handler for our button that says bind click. When the user clicks the button, we get an event. When the event occurs, it's time for us to assemble a JSON object, which will be the message we are about to send, and I will be getting the value of the input field of ours, like this. This is JSON, and now we need to send this JSON object to the WebSocket. Then use a trigger method, and let's say when we trigger this message or publishes this message to the server, we say that this message is named onMessage, and we add the JSON object. We have a established connection, we have an event listener for the button click, and we also need a listener to the socket that says someone will be sending me a message named onMessage, and I will be dealing with this as follows. I need to add the incoming message to the div tag just below, and I need to grab the property say, it is the text, and when I add the text I need to do prepend to messages. So this is the chat. We are now creating a paragraph setting the text to the say property, and we'll be adding it to the message to the div down below. So let us now start and have a look if this works. Just see if something is running. Is there a HTTP server running? No, it is not. Let us then do debug. We have the server here. There's 0 connections. There's nothing sent in or out to the server. Let us open up Chrome and open up this simple web page of ours. And this is a button. This is the text box. I enhanced the size a little bit. It's much more easier for you to read. Let us put this to the right and we'll say hello world. And it says hello world. It a couple of times. Let us also start Safari, and we'll be enabled to chat with ourselves between those two browsers. Both of those browsers are using the native WebSockets APIs. There is no fallback involved in these two browsers because those has native support for WebSockets. We can also have a quick look at the server to see that we now have 2 established connections total and 2 current connections and a bunch of messages sent in and out to the server. So now let us see how we add fallback to the or support for browsers such as IE 7, 8 and 9, 6 maybe. I haven't tested it yet. We need to add a couple of new references. We need JSON2 to enable JSON parsing in other browsers. We need to add the fallback APIs of WebSockets and hit save. This is what we need to do. This fallback script will identify if the browser supports WebSockets or not. If not, it will be creating an emulation of WebSockets, sending the data, the requests to the controller, and also grabbing the response from the controller and dispatching those incoming messages to the right listener within our client. There is no need to change any code within our implementation of the chat. There is no need to set any extra properties, etc. On the WebSocket call. So now let's try it and see if it works in Explorer. I probably need to empty the cache a couple of times because that is always an issue. HTTP localhost. If I don't remember wrong, the port was 2300, and reload, and we can now ensure that nothing is cached from earlier tests, and we just do say in this case yes instead. It works very well. Let us open up or pull this to the left first and open up Chrome. It says yes, hello world once again, and we do test. You will see that this works great. Yes, test, yes, test, yes. IE rocks. IE rocks. Chrome says not. Okay, back to the code. As you see, this is the chat application. There's not much code. Using the generic handler, we just added the fallback scripts to the header, and we gain some sort of real-time similar experience. You can't compare WebSockets communication to HTTP Longpolling, even though this implementation is very, very fast and works very, very great. But we can't compare it. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for a better demonstration of this, and also stay tuned for the next release of WebSockets.net. Thank you very much.